This month on Epic's Unreal Engine Marketplace includes a total asset value of $241.95, but this month you will get these assets completely free. I have included the link to the Unreal Engine Marketplace where you can obtain these assets after logging into your account. I have also included all the Discord links to the assets below, and so if you're interested in any of these assets, I highly suggest going to their Discord to learn more. Now let's get straight into the video. So we're going to start off with the Safe House Asset Pack environment created by Emran Arts, normally priced at $69.99. It features AAA quality assets, collision ready, 16 blueprints for level design, 484 unique meshes, 250 textures, 133 materials, and up to 4K texture resolution. Now, the first thing you're going to notice about this map when you first go onto it is everything is a little bit dark. We can fix that very easily here. So go back out of the map, go to your directional light. You're going to see that it's both on static and the intensity is a little bit low in the number 4 there. So we're going to change this to movable. This activates Lumen itself, and then I'm going to actually pick a number like 10 to brighten up the scene a little bit. And then I actually just want to delete this built data because this stores any saved information in the map. So we just want to get rid of that entirely so it kind of resets itself. And now we can go ahead and play this map. It's going to look a lot cleaner, crisper. You can already see kind of the God rays shining through, which is nice. You can see a lot more of the detail in this map. It just looks a lot better. The collision's obviously working as intended as well. Next up, we have the Palace Hall demo. This is an environment pack created by Dave Berg, normally priced at $29.99. There's 48 unique meshes and 83 textures up to 4K resolution. The first thing you're going to notice is it's a little bit dark here. So we're going to do the same scenario. I already deleted the built data for this environment. Second, we're going to want to go to the light source here. We're going to want to change it again to movable. This again enables Lumen, and we're also going to want to up the intensity by about double, and I want to change the indirect lighting intensity. Let's go with 5 here. So that again gives a lot more detail, maybe a little bit too bright. You can maybe tweak the numbers a little bit to whatever works for your machine, but let's just click play here, see what we have. So pretty cool. Again, it looks like he has some cinematic cameras in the background going on. A nice asset pack to include in your portfolio. Next up, we have the ArcViz interior. These asset packs never cease to amaze me. I mean, this is really incredible quality here. This was created by Next Level 3D. It's normally priced at $29.99 on the marketplace, includes 84 unique meshes, 72 textures, and 96 materials that handle up to 4K resolution. These always look amazing. I feel like we get these types of assets for free fairly often, but the level of detail here is quite astonishing. You can really see like even these oranges. I mean, you see how incredibly detailed they are. The tables, the marble you see here, everything just looks amazing. I just want to click play really quickly to see what we have. So probably shouldn't have done that in hindsight. So we're going to go back up here. Apparently there's no collision enabled yet, but obviously that's something, you know, you could do on your own. So, I mean, look at this, even the bed here, look at the detail in the pillows. I mean, these are always just amazing to me. I'm wondering if we're ever going to get a game that has this type of quality in it. I don't know how difficult that would be. Obviously, there's a lot of optimization that probably needs to happen in the background before you can go ahead and make this game ready, unless you're maybe putting it on a console or something like that. So again, really cool asset. Another one that is a great one to have for your environment packs for Unreal Engine. Next up, we have the basic multiplayer melee combat system, and it can be downloaded as a full project. This was created by Rodrigo Melo, normally priced at $11.99. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised at that low price to begin with. It's obviously free for this month, but there's actually a lot in here for a basic multiplayer setup that a lot of people just don't know how to deal with. So I just wanted to go over a few of these. These are going to be overlooked. The game state and game mode for this multiplayer system are actually pretty in depth here. He's got timers, he's got team assignments, he has scores, he has respawn timers, he's got a player state, a player controller. All of these things can contribute to what is essentially the framework for any multiplayer game. Obviously, you should maybe put your own tweaks on it, figure out what you can do differently, but he has all of these things commented out, the countdowns, the on possess events, the death respawn events. I mean, this is a lot of good groundwork for any player to be able to pick up, maintain, and change as they learn more about setting up a multiplayer system. So this is a really cool system here. I really enjoyed poking around to see the different things that this has to offer. The Discord link for this is below. I would highly suggest going there. Anytime you have a system of this capacity, you're always going to want to check the Discord, see what more you can learn about what it offers. This is a really cool asset here, so I highly recommend getting this one downloaded, even if it's just for learning purposes. This asset handles hit scan traces for damage, aim offset, handling of attack sequences and montages, blocking, abilities, ragdoll state handling. Something interesting here are the additional comments that may not be obvious to most users that include a projectile spawner that handles spawning of projectiles as well as ammo and reloading features. Another component is the animation sync component, which is essentially a combat finisher system between multiple players. So again, really cool asset. I would recommend downloading this one, not necessarily that you want to, build an entire game off of it, but this one's a great one for learning about building a multiplayer system. And actually it's using entirely blueprints. So if you're not great with C++, you don't know how to start a framework with anything besides blueprints, this is a great project to learn from. Last but definitely not least, we have the Quest Editor plugin created by Alf, normally priced at $99.99. So this is definitely the month to get this one. It's absolutely free. It's mainly a quest and dialogue system supporting timers inside of quests, non-linear quests with multiple paths, conditional tasks and branching, pre-made tasks, a reward system, a quest editor widget for the creation and management of quests, and a whole lot more. The thing I love most about this plugin, actually, it includes both C++ and Blueprint classes for conversations, dialogue, timers, etc. This means that there's over 45 C++ classes and over 100 blueprints. These are the types of systems that are really great to work with, because if you don't have a lot of C++ background, you don't know how to set up a framework in C++, it doesn't matter. Everything is going to be exposed to the blueprints, and that way you can learn the blueprints themselves, and you don't have to necessarily know how the developer did every single line of code in C++. You can just build your own system based off the blueprints alone. And again, there's over 100 blueprints that you can work off of. So I'm definitely a big fan of any system that has C++ on the background, so you know it's going to be quick, it's going to be efficient, but then on the front end, it has those blueprint exposures, so you can immediately implement them into your game if you're already working on one. It makes it so that you don't actually have to build the system to be able to understand it. So this is really great. Again, this is one where you're definitely going to want to read the documentation, figure out how to use it better. I definitely want to go over how you actually implement this plugin into your existing project. So you want to go to the edit tab. Again, I'm using Unreal Engine 5.2, so yours might be different. You want to go to the plugins tab here, and then you want to search for Quest. You want to check off that Quest editor, and you want to restart your project once you do that. I'm actually not going to do it on mine, but I would definitely recommend reading through the documentation, taking a little bit of time to understand it, go to their Discord, ask questions. There is a lot to this Quest Editor plugin that cannot be discussed in a short video like this. One of my favorite parts about this plugin, like the multiplayer combat system, it's network replicated. So this is going to work with your multiplayer games. You can see kind of how it's set up just through the pictures that we have already in the Unreal Engine marketplace. This is definitely a system where you need to read the documentation, you need to ask questions in the Discord, and you need to be an active participant of their community, because there's a lot going on here. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to create my own multiplayer MOBA game. It's been in the making for about 3 years now. So if you guys are interested in following the progress of that, or if you're just another indie developer and you wanted to join a Discord with other like-minded game developers, please join my Discord. I'll have a lot more content like this in the future.